The expectations for this year's LSU baseball team are as high as they've ever been. The Tigers have been ranked the preseason #1 team in the nation for the first time since 2019. LSU baseball took care of business on Monday night, defeating the Butler Bulldogs 11-0 and improving to 11-1 on the season. On a day where most are resting, the LSU men's tennis team was doing no such things. The Tigers took down the Rice Owls to improve to 5-1 on the young season. LSU's women's tennis team was unable to open up SEC play with a victory on Friday night, falling to the Florida Gators in their match 4-0. Welcome back. I'm Dillon Maciaszek with your Tiger Sports Update. Spring practices are coming to an end for the LSU football team. With excitement building around the program after last season, head coach Brian Kelly has seen a lot of growth in quarterback Jaden Daniels.
He's over 210 pounds. He's thicker. He's stronger. This is much more about veteran presence now than acclimating to a new program. I think that's really the difference here.
Fans can catch a first glimpse of this year's Tigers at their spring game on Saturday, April 22nd at 1 p.m. in Tiger Stadium. Switching over to the Diamond, 15th ranked LSU softball starts a 3-game series against the Mississippi State Bulldogs on Friday night. The most significant of these 3 games is the 10th annual Teal game on Saturday, which raises awareness for ovarian cancer. But for head coach Beth Torina, it means a little more.
Because we want to make sure we're spreading awareness about Alex and about ovarian cancer. But it was started 13 years ago for me because of my mom, and Saturday's her birthday. So she's a 13-year survivor, and we'll be honoring Teal on my mom's birthday, so it's a special day.
As part of the Go Teal festivities, the Tigers will be hosting their Teal Walk on Saturday morning at 10 a.m. in Tiger Park. The #1 ranked LSU baseball team are currently 29-7 on the season. The Tigers are coming off of a tough loss on Tuesday night to in-state rival ULL. The Tigers will travel to Oxford this weekend to take on the defending national champions, the Ole Miss Rebels. The Rebels have had a case of a championship hangover, sitting at 3-12 in record in conference play and a 21-16 record overall. The 3-game series will kick off Friday night with Paul Skeens on the mound for the Tigers. Skeens leads the country in strikeouts with 104. The Rebels and their fans are known for their beer showers after they hit a home run, but Skeens thinks the forecast will be dry this weekend in Oxford. I'm Dillon Maciaszek, and this was your Tiger Sports Update. Many people plan to end today on a high note, and maybe started it that way too. We'll have more on the holiday celebrated on 4/20 after the break. Welcome back to the Bayou Breakdown, and welcome into the kitchen. I'm your head chef, Dillon Maciaszek, and I'm going to show you guys what some of the best athletes in college sports were cooking up this past week. With that being said, let's check out our top chefs of the week. Let's take a look at our first chef, Caitlin Clark, whipping up a masterpiece against Ohio State this week and breaking the NCAA all-time scoring record in the process. She hits that step back from the parking lot. We're just becoming used to seeing Caitlin Clark put up performances like that. Like I said, broke the all-time NCAA scoring record, passing LSU's very own Pistol Pete Maravich, and just the dagger, and lets the crowd know, are you not entertained? Now let's move on over to the Diamond. LSU took down in-state rival ULL on Saturday, and pitcher Gage Jump had the gas on high. Look at that pitch against that ULL batter there, that curveball. He stood no chance. Gage had 5 strikeouts and only 1 hit in 5 innings. And let's take a look at this pitch here. Dotting up the corners, just elite ball placement from Jump, throwing Velveeta liquid gold cheese all night against the Raging Cajuns. Let's stay on the topic of cheese as we travel to America's Dairyland. And is that Larry Bird? No. It's Marcus Domask with a tough turnaround fadeaway. Domask had 31 points, 4 threes, and 8 boards to lead Illinois to a victory over his home state, Wisconsin. And, I know state elections aren't for another 2 years, but maybe we should think about Marcus Domask being the future governor of Wisconsin as he hits that turnaround fadeaway to put the dagger in the hearts of the Badger faithful. Look at him as he turns around and just knocks down a tough shot. And I've got to say, as an Illinois native myself, that put a smile on my face. Now let's stick to the hardwood. Is that a bird, a plane? No, it's Hunter Dean on the jam. One of the most underrated players, I think, for this LSU basketball team. He had 8 points and 5 boards off the bench. Now let's get a little big man to big man action. Jalen Reed on the lob, Dean on the finish, as the Tigers took down Vanderbilt and proved maybe, just maybe, it is possible that white men can jump. Now, to the PMAC, where Haley Bryant put on a show on Friday night, leading LSU to a huge victory over number 9 ranked Alabama. Now, this was her third 10 on the floor, which ties an LSU record. She was also the top all-around performer of the night with a 39.850 all-around score, which was the second highest in school history. Let's take a slow-mo look at this. The flip, everything. I mean, I don't even know the names to them. I'm just speechless, to be honest. I don't really know how it's humanly possible. That's what was being cooked up this past week in college sports. Reporting for Tiger TV Sports, I'm the head chef, Dillon Maciaszek. Don't go anywhere, because when we get back, we look at the best of LSU at the Combine. Stick with us. Last year, the Bayou Bengals boasted the second best offense in the SEC, but struggled defensively, coming in last in the SEC in fielding percentage. Head coach Jay Johnson has seen development in all aspects of the game from his position players.
There's more guys that maybe are balanced in terms of speed, power, solid hitting skills, defensive aptitude, improvement.
Another area the Tigers struggled in last season was the pitching rotation. But after bringing in the number 1 ranked transfer portal and freshman class, they're optimistic for a better start on the mound.
But we certainly wanted to upgrade, give ourselves a chance to have starting pitchers pitch deeper in the game. Very proud of the pitching staff last year, as a whole. But it was tough to navigate sometimes.
The Fighting Tigers will be led at the plate and in the outfield by top MLB prospect Dylan Cruz. His talent has garnered him a lot of attention, but he is more than prepared to live up to the hype.
Oh, you can have one conversation with him and just like, hey, here's the baseball stuff we're going to continue to work on. This is what makes you special. Your job is to be yourself.
The Tigers' pitching set the tone early against Butler. Thatcher Hurd struggled his first 2 outings this season, but found his groove on Monday night. Hurd struck out the first 6 batters he faced and finished the night with 11 total. Hurd believes the work he's put in is finally starting to pay off.
Yeah, I think, I believe in myself, and I think at the end of the day, it's just about the work that goes in through the week, and Coach Wes Johnson and I have put in so much good work ever since I got on campus, and, we've been talking a lot, we've been working a lot. Little sequencing, but at the end of the day, it's all just going at them with your best stuff.
The purple and gold came out of the gate swinging, scoring 8 runs in the first 4 innings. True freshmen Paxton Kling and Brady Neal each hit their first homers in a Tiger uniform. Both Neal and Kling have made it known that they can more than hold their own against college competition.
Yeah, they're great. They are great players, great talents, which you can see. This is a big jump from high school baseball to this. It's the biggest jump they're ever going to make in their life in terms of one level of baseball to the next. And, you see how talented they are because they're, making it look easy in a way.
The purple and gold won the match 6-1, but it was much closer than the score suggests. The fire that the Tigers collectively compete with aided them in getting some tight victories.
I'm trying to show my presence and that they can see that I'm there, that from time to time I would say something and I would make sure that they can hear me. So, but we have other guys that are pretty energetic, that they bring a lot of energy and show a lot of confidence during the matches, and that gives me confidence as well. So thanks to them. But we work on that during the practice. It's not like something that comes during the matches. We actually.
The Bayou Bengals have been working on having a positive competitive spirit to get themselves going, something that is highly supported by their coaches.
We don't make them do it. We certainly want them to play with good energy, positive, body language, all those kind of things, because it is you see the momentum, and when you have 6 guys out there, if everyone's showing good, positive energy, it really is contagious. So we encourage it. Some guys are a little bit louder than others, and I think it just fires them up, and it also is a little bit of a release, from a stress standpoint.
With tennis being a more up-close and personal sport where the crowd is quieter, it's not hard to hear the pure emotion of the players as the sets go by. Even in defeat, head coach Taylor Fogelman liked the competitiveness that he saw from his squad. He believes that the Lady Tigers will be okay as long as they keep their fire.
I'm loving the fight that the girls are giving. Sometimes fighting against themselves a little bit, but we're going to get, if we can keep churning out competitive matches like this, we're going to be just fine.
Other than on Friday night, the Purple and Gold have been dominant at home. Coach Fogelman believes a lot of their success can be chalked up to their ever-increasing crowds.
I mean, we owe a lot of those wins, I think, this year and even last year, to the people that continually come out to support us, and then some of the new people as well. Since I've been here, I've only seen the crowds continually increase, which I know I am, and I know the girls are very, very grateful for.
LSU baseball infielder Tommy White is a recent transfer addition to the roster. White, known for his monster home runs, garnered the nickname Tommy Tanks. With a lot of money rolling in through NIL, White created his own initiative named Tiny Tanks, where he plans to donate some of his earnings to Empower 225.
With the past year, I had NIL stuff come rolling in, and I was like, I don't really need all of this, so I decided to start a charity to give back. I think it's 40% of my NIL to kids in need, and just whatever charity I feel needs it in my heart.
The organization that really caught White's eye was Empower 225. This nonprofit uses the money donated to them to give kids in need the necessities for a brighter future, which White found to be very important.
It was at first it was a list of charities that I could help out with in the Baton Rouge community, and they stuck out to me, giving back to kids that want to have a better future for themselves and that need the necessities to do that.
White, a transfer from NC State, hopes to use Tiny Tanks to help him make Baton Rouge a home. He's looking to be accepted by the Baton Rouge community and believes his initiative is a step in the right direction.
So, I mean, I want to make my home here as fast as possible, and no better way than just wanting to help my community more, and I want to be accepted into LSU and Baton Rouge. So I just want to give back what I've earned the past year and start a home here.
White wants to be most known for giving back to his community. He hopes other college athletes will use their NIL earnings to give back to their own communities.
So I want to be known as a guy that's just not what people think I am. I'm a humble guy that just wants to give back to my community because, I mean, right now I'm doing okay, so I would like to give back. And I hope college, not only college baseball players, but college athletes in general will see that the NIL that they're making, that they can want to do the same thing.
White and Empower 225 will be having some events in the future. He hopes his initiative will encourage other athletes to follow his lead and help their own communities. Reporting for Everything Sports and Tiger TV, I'm Dillon Maciaszek.
With all the pieces this LSU squad acquired this offseason, they expect to be playing baseball in Omaha this June. Reporting for Tiger TV Sports, I'm Dillon Maciaszek. The Fighting Tigers will face the Lamar Cardinals on Wednesday, March 8th at 6:30 p.m. here at the Box. Reporting for Tiger TV Sports, I'm Dillon Maciaszek. They say passion is the source of some of our finest moments, and the Tigers have had plenty of those moments so far this season. Reporting for Tiger TV Sports, I'm Dillon Maciaszek. The Lady Tigers will look to bounce back in their next match on Sunday against the number 14 ranked South Carolina Gamecocks. Reporting for Tiger TV Sports, I'm Dillon Maciaszek.